Welcome to the live session. In this session, I'm going to solve this Sudoku puzzle. It is basically consists of 9 cross 9 grid, and it has also 3 cross 3 subgrids. So the method to solve this puzzle is that in each grid we have to use digits from 1 to 9, and in each digit in each row or in each row or in each column there is only one number at same time. It means that if one is appeared in this row and in this column, it means the rest of blocks we don't put one here, and similar process goes for rest of the puzzles. So let's start. Remember that try to point out the row or column which has less space remaining. So as you can see that some of space are already some of subgrids are already filled. For example, this is filled, this one is filled, and this is filled. So choose a row or column which has less number of empty space remaining. So in this case, let's start with this row since it has only 2 space left. So first of all, note down which digits are absent here, and just go through the digits and see one and another one 4. 1 and 4 are missing. So let's plug 1 and 4 and see how can we fit 1 and 4. Okay, let's see. And as you notice that if I put 1 here, it means that in this position we have already 1 here. So it means we cannot use 1 here, since in each rows and in column we have only one presentation of single digit ones. So it means there is only choice for 1 is here, and now you plug rest of digit for this row 4, which is 4, put here. So this column is filled. Now next move, let's see, can we try to fill this row? It has 2 spaces left, and see how can we try to figure out what digit we can put here. So let's figure out it. The missing entries in this column is 1 2 3 4. 4 is missing and 8 is missing. So let's plug 4 and 8. Just notice that we cannot use 8 here since 8 is already present in this row. So it means that we have to put 8 here, the ultimate choice, and the remaining entry, which is 4, I'm going to put it here. So now this column is filled. Next, notice that this row is left with only one empty space. So let's plug the empty number which is missing. So figure out, scan through this row, and you can figure out what digit is missing. 1 2 is present, 3 is missing. So the here we have the confirmed choice that this is filled with 3. So this row is also filled. Now move towards next one. Let's see, we can figure out some other row or column. So let's go with this column. It has two entries left. Again, scan this column and see which digit is missing. 1 is present, 2, 3, 4 is present, 5. It means we have 7 and 8 is missing. So let's plug 7 and 8. Let's see if we figure out, can we figure out that 7 and 8 can be put here. If we put 7, if you can see that 7 is already present in this row, also in this row, it means that for for this subgrid, the only choice for 7 will be either uh, here or here. So, and here in this column, we also need 7 here. And the let's plug with, you can figure out this little bit more. Uh, this is 7, the figure 7. Let's try with figure 7. If we 7 is used here, 7 here, and we either for this subgrid 7 can be used here or here, and here in this okay, so it's little bit difficult. So let's move some other uh, rows row or column, so which can be easily filled. Let's go with the let's we can scan through. I'm going to through for this row. It, although it has 3 entry missing, but let's go with it. Okay, it has missing entries 1, obviously 2, and another one is 4. Okay, if you notice that 4 is already used for this subgrid, so it means we cannot plug 4 here. So the definite choice for 4 is either here or here. And since we cannot use 4 in this space because we already has 4 in this uh, column, so the obvious choice for 4 is this one. So I put 4 here. Now let's go with 1, and we already noticed that 1 is already used here for this subgrid, so we cannot put 1 here, and it is here, this is already filled. So the one choice, the obvious choice for 1 is this one. So now see the remaining entry. We have 1, 8, 5, 7, 3, 4, 9, 6, 4, 7. It means we have 2 is missing. So the obvious choice for 2 is this one. So 2 is missing. So now you can see this subgrid left with only one entry. So just plug this entry 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It means 8 is missing. So we put 8 here. So this subgrid is also filled. And let's move for this subgrid. This subgrid have only 2 space left. Uh, let's see what digits are what digits are missing. 1, 2 is missing, of course, and 7 is missing. So if we have two spaces, so let's see if we put 2 here, and since 2 is already present here, so we cannot use you cannot put 2 here. So obvious choice for 2 is this one, and fill the rest with 7. So this is also filled. So these 3 are filled. Now move towards this column. It has only 1 space left. Let's figure out which digit is missing in this column. We have 9. 9 is missing, so put 9 here. So this row is also completed. Now for this subgrid, we have left with two spaces, and again figure out which numbers are missing. 1 2 3, and it means 3 and 7 are again missing. So let's plug with 3 and 7. So let's try with 3. If I put 3 here, and you can notice here that 3 is already present here, so we cannot put 3 here. So obvious choice for 3 is this one, and the rest of entry, which is 7, you can plug here. So this is also, this sub grid is also completed. Moving on, this now this row is left with only one space. Again figure out which digit is missing. uh, 1 to 4 is missing, so let's plug with 4 here, because this is the only choice we have uh, for this row. So let's move, again figure out here. For this subgrid we have three spaces are left, so it is difficult to figure out which number going to fit here. So we cannot guess these three. So I am going to use this one, because for this column we have only left with two entries. Let's figure out which of them are missing. 2 is missing, and 5 is missing. So since now notice here 2 and 5 are missing, and if I put 5 here, it means 5 is already used in this cell once, so we cannot use 5 here. So it means the obvious choice for this space is 2, and ultimately 5 goes here. Okay, moving on, let's go with this column. Again, two spaces are left. For this column, figure out which entry is missing. Scan through the numbers, and we can figure out 1 is here, 2 3 4 6, and 6 and 8 is missing. So let's see if we put 6 here. We already use 6 in this subgrid, so it means 6 goes here and 8 goes here. So it is done. So now this subgrid is only left with one single in space. So let's plug with which number is absent, and that number is 8. So we put 8 here. This is done. Okay, now we left with only two subgrids, and okay, I choose this row. It is left with two spaces, and figure out which number is absent. 1 is absent, and 8 is absent. So 1 and 8, either 1 goes here, or 8 goes here and here. And since we noted that we already used 1 here, 8 here, sorry, 8 is used, 9, no, I'm a little bit here. Let's see, 1 is missing and 4 is missing, sorry. So 1 goes here because we already used 1 here, and 4 goes here. So ultimately 4 here. So let's plug this space, which is left with 1 2 3. 3 is missing. Yes, 3 is missing, so I'll put 3 here. So this is done. We are now left with only one box, and they go through, follow this column. It is left with only one entry. Again, check which number is absent, or which digit is absent. 1 is there, 2 is there, 3 4 5 6. Number 6 is absent here, so let's put 6 here. So this is done. Now this row, let's see, in this row only one space is left, and again check which digit is absent. 1 2 3 4 5 6 8 is missing, so let's plug 8 here. So okay, we have only left with these two spaces, and let's go. Let's uh, finish this column. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7 is missing in this column, so 7 goes here. And the last one, obviously, last space is see which space is which number is missing, and it is definitely 1 to 5 is missing. So we are done. And just quickly check, in each row we have uh, presence of single digit, means 9. In this column 9 appear ones, in this row 9 appear ones, and similarly you can check each row and column for their respective entries. And I think we done the fabulous job here finally.